Good morning, and welcome to day 67 of the 5 a.m. Squat Club. And as you can see out there and in here, it is early. And that's the point. You don't build discipline and motivation and clarity from choosing comfort and sleeping in. This is the way that you make progress, especially if you've got a busy life. You carve it out. You get up before the noise and the excuses and all the distractions come at you, and you make progress. If you want to do that, it's as simple as pressing play and joining us every freaking morning. Let's go. Let's level up. So if you haven't been here before, I'm Adam, and I've been coaching health and fitness for 25 years. And then as of 2020, lockdown started shutting down my business and my mental health took a dive. I became happy with being complacent and not making progress. That all changed, started this program, and now we are back on track, and I am fast tracking on the way to my goals. So do it with us. It's as simple as being here every morning. Format's the same as usual. We're going to sit down and do some mental reps. We're going to prime ourselves for the day, make sure that we're setting ourselves for the direction that we want. Then we're going to warm up the body for our intensity today, which is going to be some hang squat cleans with the barbell or with a dumbbell. I'll give you scaling options and some push presses with the dumbbell as well. Then we're going to focus our minds on why this is important. And we're going to talk about some tips and maybe some things you haven't thought about as to maybe why you should be getting up earlier if you're not already. And then you got homework. Make sure you get to your homework, do your most important work, because you won't make progress towards your goals. So we're coming down into our paleo squat. You know, how humans sat before chairs, how humans probably should go to the bathroom. And we're just going to prime our minds with the thought patterns that we want to keep for the day. I start with these with, I am responsible for what happens in my life. I can respond to stimulus and I can choose the direction I go. So I am responsible for everything that happens. Today I choose to be patient. I have a tendency to be a little reactive. So patience and taking time between stimulus and response is what I need. I have all I need to succeed today. This one I love. There's no excuses. I don't need everything to be perfect. I just need enough to take step one, and I always have that. There's no excuse. I will focus on progress, not perfection. That's basically the whole premise of this channel, is that I will get better, but I don't care about the end goal. I just want to make 1% improvement every day and look back someday and be amazed at how far we've come. And the last one is I choose gratitude. And call it cheesy if you want, if you don't like that word. It's basically how I feel happy. Too many of us feel shitty about the things that we don't have, and we focus on those things that we don't have. And the more you start practicing this gratitude, the more you start being aware of how things are incredible. It's the glass half empty, glass half full. You can look at two things that are exactly the same and you can see one that is good and one that is bad if your perspective is there. So I choose gratitude. I will focus on the things that I have and how they are fantastic. I am responsible. Today I choose to be patient. I have all I need to succeed today. I will focus on progress, not perfection. I choose gratitude. Perfect. The more you can start really taking those seriously, the more you'll see the change in your life with that. The more you think about those things, the things you're grateful for, how you're responsible, the more you implement that, the more that becomes real. So warm-up's coming up here on the screen. I'm going to probably add in a little bit of shoulders at the end here, but general warm-up is going to be some hip flexor warm-up for the with the knee raises. Some good mornings. Warming up the posterior chain. Lunges. Legs warmed up a little bit. This can be scaled just with some support. Some burpees. Obviously, you can walk yourself down, walk yourself back up as opposed to hopping. And then just some air squats. Maybe I'll do a couple jumps the second round because that tends to warm up well. So come on with me with the warm-up. If you have different warm-up implements, like maybe a rowing machine or a bike or a treadmill or something, and you'd like to do that, or even just go for a jog if your space allows for it. Make sure you bring us with you. Keep playing the video. Always play the video all the way through. Even if you're not going to watch it, if you decide, hey, I don't have time to watch the rest of it, let it play in the background. And where was I going with that? Watch the whole video. Yeah, do your warm-up. Sheesh, we got off track there. Remember that I make mistakes here. This is real. Like, I don't edit this. It is actually 10 to 5 in the morning. I just woke up. So it's not always going to be pretty here. But on topic for today, who cares? Right? Nobody else is up. I am down here doing a thing, and my homework is going to be to make this thing and upload it, right? So it doesn't need to be perfect. I just aim to make them a little bit better every day. And on that note, please put a comment below, right? Let me know. You'll notice that I change little things every day, trying to improve this. And if you see something that you think could be better or that you'd like to see differently, let me know. Put it in the comments down below. The more you comment, the better, right? The more that I know that you're there and that we're making progress, the more it motivates me. I'm going to do this either way, but really the goal is to develop this community. I know that there are people out there struggling, and you may not even be struggling. You may be pretty happy with your life. You're just not getting there as fast or getting as far as you'd like. And like, this is my life's ambition, really. Teaching fitness through high school and university, and then opening the gym. Like, I love helping people. And maybe it's more than just helping people. It's more specifically helping them get away from bad information and find clarity in the noise. Because I remember, when I started doing functional movements, I started doing CrossFit, I was told, there was a lot of media, that CrossFit was dangerous and that it doesn't even matter, this, that, and the other thing. And really what it was jealousy from the competitors trying to slander the name. And what it took from myself was like some research and really thinking about, hey, is this the most effective way to do this? And using some common sense. I feel like I'm completely off track there this morning. So let's get back to it. The point here is this used to be unnecessary, right? When you're young or you just don't have kids and life is, not super busy, then get up and work out anytime, right? Who cares? That being said, still make sure you're dedicating time, right? You need to be carving out the time for the most important work, because if that's not happening, you're just going along, you're just stagnating. And if you've heard me before, there's no such thing as neutral, there's no such thing as stagnant. There's only growth and decay. You either go forwards or backwards, no neutral. So when you're young, carve out some time any time in the day. But once you get busy, this is the way. Once you have kids, once you have distractions, this is the way. We're going to dig into that a little bit more in the moments of clarity post-workout. But it's time to start talking workout. Before we do, like the video, subscribe if you haven't. Next Friday, July 11th, we're going live, 5 a.m. Eastern. Join us. 2 movements today. Shoulder overhead, push press. I'm going to take a dumbbell, bring it up to the shoulder, dip the knees, drive and press. I'm always looking to be in line with the body overhead, locked out all the way. And then I'll switch, dip, drive, press. I'll probably aim for, 5 per side, depending on how heavy it feels. Total of about 30 seconds. If you don't have a dumbbell, option number 1 is literally dip, drive, press with the arms. You could do a single. If you wanted to go kind of barbell idea, but you don't have any, the stick is great, dip, drive, press. or you could go with the barbell. The other movement is going to be a hang squat clean. I'll give you a demo with the barbell, and then I'll show you some options. So I'm going to hinge at the hips, drive, catch in a squat, stand it up, hinge, drive, catch, stand up. Couple options. If you wanted to go with the barbell idea, but you don't have a barbell or it's too heavy, stick is great. Hinge, stand, bring the bar to the shoulder, squat. Feel free to break it up like that. Make it smooth. Make it a little choppier if you need to. And then if you don't want to do a barbell, you don't have a barbell, great option is a dumbbell. You go single or double dumbbell, but the single dumbbell looks like this. I'm going to hinge, drive, catch, and squat. Hinge, drive with the legs, catch, squat. Switch arms, get X number per side, 30 seconds total. If none of that's accessible, don't worry. Get in here and friggin' work out. Option number 1 for the hang squat clean is the chair squat. Sit down, stand up. If that's enough of a challenge, perfect. Perfect. If it's not, jack it up a little bit. If you've been doing this for a little while, you have an idea of what kind of intensity you're aiming for and how hard it should be. I like to kick my butt a little bit in the morning. So it's going to be tough. I'm going to aim to, if the body feels good, go with a little bit heavier weight on this hang clean. But I always make the decision the morning of. I come in here in the evening and try out some stuff and see how it feels. But sometimes at 5 a.m., it doesn't feel the same. It almost never feels the same. So try it out and make adjustments to get it done. Lay back. Thinking about going heavier, but unsure about that. Thinking about maybe this dumbbell. Okay, I think the biggest concern here is going to be sweat. I'm going to edit this out. Let me grab a towel or something. Okay. Stinky dog towel will work. So if you haven't set up your space yet, do that. If you have some water, if you want to set up some music, you have it. Go check out the website, 5amsquatclub.com. Join the email list. We will be having some goodies come out eventually. But get on there so you don't miss it. If you're ready, you can skip ahead to the workout or hang out with me while I get sweaty before we even start. So this one, because it'll be heavier, I'm probably going to go maybe four reps. We'll see how it feels. And then maybe 5 per side on the push press. Remember, I change it up as I go. I'm just trying to figure out what feels good. Oftentimes I'll start with lower reps and then each round get a little bit higher, ending with a big one. But it all just depends on feel. Try not to go for more than 30 seconds per movement. Oh, we're way behind. All right. Let's do this. So, day 67, 5am squat club, alternating dumbbell push press, barbell hang squat clean. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. That's not going to be the limiting factor. I might even break out the chalk here today. Probably get in trouble from my wife, but she's getting sweaty in here. Try the first set without it. Okay, don't hit the computer. I'll go 4 first set. That's definitely slippery. Get you back. How do we like that? Wakey, wakey. This is a dog towel. Oh, it's moist. Probably aim for 6 per side on the push press here. Once again, you do you. Get a little chalk. I'll get in trouble. Oops. Oh, wow. It's breaking. Try 5 here. There's 5. It's gonna get slippery. Getting messy in here. Still working? Wow, buddy. Try not to walk on the floor there because I'll drip on it. It's definitely the easier of the two, which is okay. Boy. Whoa, oh, this fell over there. Ananas. 6. Wow, that's chilly. Three down. 2 to go. We're going. We're on it this morning. It's 9.
What do you mean?
That's 6 again. I'll do 7 last round. I think.
Oh, yeah.
I knew this was going to be a tough one. Last set of push press. Last set. Oh my God. Good job. Take a minute, walk around, breathe, catch your breath, get some water. Oh, shit. Whoops. All right, let's get into a stretch. I can barely breathe. Just gonna go with a runner's lunge, couch stretch type thing. So I'm gonna step out in front. I'm gonna squeeze this butt cheek, pushing the hips forwards. And a little bit of a stretch in that back. Hip flexor quad. I am jacked up, holy moly. So I'm gonna keep this brief, because I think we've already been long this morning. And this one's simple. Get up early enough to carve out time. That time will not magically appear. You will not find time to get to your goals unless you choose discipline. Unless you choose to do it when no one else is around, when no one else is awake. Set the example. You know, if you're watching this and you're a busy person and this is important information to you, set the example for your kids. Show them that if there's something that's important to you, which there always should be, right? We should always be aiming for progression, for progress, for improving ourselves in our lives. That we show them if you want something, You don't make excuses. You don't wait for someone to come up and motivate you or help you. You just do it. You make the time. I'm showing these girls that this is important, but that it's also important for me to spend time with them. And that's why I do it now. For two reasons. One, it's the only time that'll happen. And two, I do it for them and I want to spend time with them. So if I get up and I'm working when they're up, wow, that's right, then I'm taking time away from them. So that's as simple as it is today, right? I'm not going to go too deep into this, but know that you will not change unless you change. Simple as that. Make a change to see a change. Keep making that change consistently, iterating, and you're going to get there. But if you don't, if you don't carve out the time, it's never going to happen. So on that note, it's now, right? It's 5:15. They're still asleep for an hour and a half. Well, depending, they've been getting up a little early. But your life starts when your life starts, and you've got this time now to go do it. So sit down after you've, cooled off a little bit, maybe even hop in the shower. But then sit down undistracted. Get rid of your phone, get rid of anything that pulls your attention away, and dedicate and focus yourself on reaching that target, making 1% improvement every day. Do your homework, subscribe, like the video, comment below on what your most important work is. I care so much about that. Go to the 5amsquatclub.com, join the email list. And remember, July 11th, next Friday, we're here live. Join me. I want to see you. 5 a.m., 5 a.m., 5 a.m., 5 a.m., 5 a.m. Doesn't work at other times. Get up and make it happen. Okay. Have yourself a fantastic day. Let's go, team.